All right, we are live. Um, okay, we are live here tonight in Tier 3 in Austria for the one-shot quali uh, of the sprint race. So it is one shot, then I think sprint race, another one shot, then a race. Sorry, I'm eating a mandarin right now, so let me finish it up. Uh, and I need to get some water too, so I forgot to take that too. Anyways, let me just turn this off. I'm gonna put you guys right here. And basically, can you guys hear me well? That's what I want to know. Like, am I too loud, too quiet? Because I can adjust my mic, and I don't want you guys to hear me screaming in the mic like last time. You can check the clip and on the YouTube. Like, I literally sound like I'm screaming in the mic. Wow, it was just on high. That's it. All right, here we go. For the one shot. Holy shit, why can't I see the first person? It is FaZe LGK who leads the one shot quali right now. I can't see who's faster and who's the slowest. So nothing to really comment about. Nino's owner. A lot of changes right here. But FaZe LGK keeps it neat. Gets the fastest first sector and goes into the second, keeping that P1. Joey Bar actually goes in front for a second through the corner, while LGK just goes in front. A little bit louder. I'll get closer then. Joey Bar actually in front right now of FaZe LGK. Honk and Conway have retired. Something happened while Joe Bard goes across the line and finishes in P1. Disqualified Helios in Noah's World in Heroic Cup, probably because of track limits or something. While Joey Bart F1 goes in P1 in this one shot quali 104.405 with LGK with a 104.7. That is my lag, sorry guys. That is one shot quali done. We got 4 people disqualified and 2 DNFs. So 5 people, actually 6 people, settle up. It is unexpected, but yeah, I guess a little bit of shenanigans happened in the one shot for some people. All right. So I think we are gonna just DNF. All of us are gonna DNF right now. Let me just check the announcements. So, sorry for the pings, but do not leave lobby after sprint as I will have to change the settings for the main race. Yeah, okay. Let me just go check something. Sprint as I will have to change the settings for the main race. Yeah, okay. Turn off Discord notice. Yeah, sure. I'll put it on Do Not Disturb. My bad. F1 25 tracks, Austria. So a 50% race in Austria is 36 laps. So yeah, this is a sprint right here. A sprint race. We are gonna go and put it lap data and some details. We're gonna see what people are starting on for this race. I think there's 14 laps, so we're gonna have 14 laps of racing in here. So this is basically the starting grid. We got Joey Bar, FaZe LGK, Joshua, Epic David, Nino's owner, Godfather Martyr, Conroy, Prince Helios, Noah's Word, Eroica, and Asuna. A lot of changes in the lineups and everything that happened since last time I was here. So I see that I think who was put up to tier 2? I think Wizard Midden. Yeah, he was too fast for tier 3. He was put up to tier 2. And speaking of the um the fastest people, so we're gonna go through our standings of all rounds. So after round 2, I calculated everything. So here you guys go, even though it's not perfectly put up, but it is Wizard Middens that did 2 races and got P1 twice. I think he qualified. Wait. Yeah, he probably qualified Paul twice. No, he did. He didn't. Paul got Noah in last week's race. But yeah, we got Wizard Medan and Aaron Conroy, Prince Helios, Noah, Mayo, Yarno, Noah's World, Yannick, Skyman, Rush, David, and others. As we go to the constructors, of course, it is V Carbon P1. Red Bull, Alpine, McLaren, Haas, Mercedes, Williams, Aston, Ferrari, and Kick. That's your championship. Now we're just gonna wait for people to start to get on their grid. So this is here, tier 3, some driver changes for the upcoming season 1 that is still early. It is 5 red lights here in Austria as we start the race here in Austria in tier 3. Let's see who got a good start, who got a better start. FaZe LGK looks like a better start side by side. Suna had a really bad start. He's really back there. 3 wide right there. 3 wide. So there's some yellow flags already. And Williams, Godfather Martyr, is off. Something happened to him. Well, we got Epic David doing it from what? P3, P4? I'm not sure. He just went P1. And he is P1. Some people going off track right there. FaZe LGK gave him P2 now. Joshua in P3. Joey Bart down to P4. Conway went up to P5. And Helios went up to P6. Some side-by-side action back here. We got Eroica, the Red Bull right there. Fighting Conroy for P5. Conroy is in front right now, but they're still side by side. Let's see who gets it here in front. Yeah, Helios, let's go. Doesn't risk it and lets Conroy go. Conroy's on softs, which is a little bit weird for the starting laps here in Austria. Maybe even the hards. I think Godfather Martyr can do 18 laps on hards. It is going to be hard, but yeah, he might. These are the possible strategies. Medium, hard, soft, medium. But of course, maybe people have other strategies. As Epic David crosses the line in P1 right now, 1/10 1, of course, since it is the start of the race. DRS is now enabled, so FaZe LGK will get the DRS as well as Joshua, Joey Bart, Conroy. But no, Conroy won't. Joey Bart will. Conroy won't. So it is Helios who gets it against Conroy. And will he get in front? Yes, he will. Maybe even the B car behind will get involved. Ooh, the Red Bull actually went off. I didn't even see. I wasn't first person perspective. But the V Corp is now fighting the Red Bull. It is against the Red Bull. And Conroy, right now, down into this turn. 3 people fighting it for P5? P5, yeah. P5. As Helios gets in front. P6. Can I have an invite? Rush. Yeah, sure. 1 second. Invite and requests. Where is Rush? Rush DXB, Rush DXB, Rush DXB. There you go. There you go, Rush. Back to the race. Conroy in P5 in front of this little hold up here. Nino's World and also Noah's World right behind them. This is gonna be a 4-way drive. FaZe LGK gets the fastest lap as he closes in on Epic David, possibly even getting a chance into turn 3 and 4. Helios, no, Godfather Martyr got a penalty before him, so Godfather Martyr is first to get a penalty, and Helios it's the second. While FaZe LGK goes on the dive bomb, locks up a little bit right there, but passes to Epic David right there. He gets the DRS on the other straight, while Joshua gets the DRS and also gets in front of Epic David. It is already Epic David in P3, and LGK back to P1, where he was in the qualifying. I mean, he was actually P2, but throughout the whole qualifying, Conrad and Prince Helios right there. Ooh! Helios was caught. Oh! The Haas too. The Haas has no front wing because Helios was pushed off track. And now the Haas is going to struggle a little bit. He's still fighting it though for P8. But it's going to be harder because of definitely, yeah, look at that understeer going off track. While we got his teammate Hong in P10 right behind him. Yeah, a little bit of things happening right now. LGK with the fastest lap. No one's worth going to the pit. Yeah, because of that. Because of that front wing damage, he's gonna go and pit probably for a hards and try to go until the end. But here Joshua goes for the move, does the dive bomb, and does the dive bomb stick? They're still side by side. This looks amazing. They're still side by side, but now finally LGK with the DRS gets in front. Nino's owner right there was fighting in Aaron Conrad, I'm not sure. And Epic David fights Joey Bart. Both V-Corps fighting against their rivals. And it is here Joey Bart that gets in front. Oh, Conrad gets in front of Nino's owner. I think he got in front, I'm not sure. Helios is still in P7. Nino's owner in front of him, and Eroica right behind with Honk too. Asuna really dropped back. I'm not sure what happened to him. And Godfather Martyr, he was just, yeah, he is from the start fucked up. So that is their race over. Noah's Road also. Maybe with those hards he could do something good. If not. Yeah, that's true, sorry. Yeah, top 8 gets points because it's a sprint race. Yeah, you're right. Alright, we got Conrad here against Helios. He got it in the braking zone here, but yeah, Conrad has the DRS again and possibly could get closer to Nino's owner that is right in front of him. He looks for the dive bomb, and he does try the dive bomb. He does try the dive bomb, and he gets it. Nino's owner is actually ghosted for some reason. And Conroy gets in front, but Nino's owner now with the DRS possibly getting his position back into this turn. And it is Conroy who's on later on the brakes. It is still side by side, and yeah, just Nino's owner gets in front because of that traction. Conroy's 4-lap old softs. You can't compete with the mediums, but wait, Conroy and Helios now side by side. Conroy losing 2 positions now as Helios gets in P6. Conroy now in P8 getting that 1 point that he needs, I guess. I mean, he is leader of the championship because of Wizard Phoenix. But wait, it is side by side. Oh! Yeah, I expected that, honestly. I kind of expected that. Not a good place to go side by side, and they lock wheels, and that's what happens. Up here, LGK and Joshua again down into this turn from when we looked at them back. When we last time looked at them, but this time Joshua gets in front. And who has the DRS? I can't see. It's a weird camera angle. Oh, it is. Yeah, it's Joshua who got the DRS. While Joey Barr right behind in P3 just is keeping his race slow, keeping good pace and 2 fade LGK. Epic David also behind, while Helios is actually the one who is separating these 4 with the rest of the grid. 10 seconds to Epic David. While the 3 of these, Eroica, Nino's owner, and Prince Helios, because of Conroy's little crash, they're the 3 drivers that are fighting for P5. And it is going to be interesting to see how these fights go around. As you can see on the map, you got 4 drivers fighting it here for P1 to P4. Actually, Epic David a little bit got off the DRS train, but FaZe now has the DRS to get in front. Does he get it in the braking zone? Ooh, walks up his wheels badly. That's not really good for tire wear, but again, the DRS can help him and get in front, and he does get it in front. He does get it in front because of that DRS. And ooh, but wait, maybe a possible switchback of Joshua because of FaZe's late break, and it is! It's a beautiful overtake. A beautiful. I was also watching that, a beautiful camera angle with a beautiful overtake. That was really good. We got Conrad here, who is looking to close into Honk. Ooh, really late break. Oh, wait. I think Honk is just not in the race. That's why he's ghosted. Yeah, it's an AI. I think it's an AI. I mean, I can try to invite him back if he's not in. I'll just, actually no, I'm not gonna invite him because maybe he is actually in the race, but we got Eroica, the first one with, no, wait, safe swap podium. Weird. Alright, Anyways, we got LGK now still in front. And Joshua with the DRS, can he close in time to LGK? Possibly get an overtake done. No, he doesn't. He just sticks back. Conrad down here goes to the pits. Chaser's soft. He's going for a 2-stop. Soft, medium, medium. Or just a soft medium. I think he can also manage that. These three are also fighting, and Epic David just decided to keep his P4 position. Or maybe something's wrong with his car, but it looks completely fine to me. But he is in a good position, 4 points. So, and these top 3 goes into pits. Does Epic David know he doesn't? Epic David goes for another lap. Maybe goes for a medium hard, which is also a good potential strategy. Hong gets a 3-second penalty. And Helios also went into the pits right there. Nino's owner now in P2 as he gets in front of these guys who are pitting potentially the other. Oh, what is that? That's Hong. That is Hong. Pit limiter. Oh. Yeah, that is definitely a what the fuck did I just see? That was like the weirdest moment I've ever seen in the F1 game. What the fuck was that? Pit limiter on the track and going through the fucking barrier. What the fuck is that? Oh, Epic David! Oh, wait, why am I overreacting? What? I am so dumb. These guys went into the pits. And I'm screaming Epic David and P1. What the fuck is wrong? Anyways. It is Epic David and Nina's owner who are in P1 and P2 but didn't pit. Let's just go a little bit of on-board action. Ooh, actually Epic David, because of going into the pits, gets a 10-second time penalty. Let's just watch the Mercedes, who right behind him has the Ferrari. Now the Ferrari is looking, damn, let me move it. Now the Ferrari looks to get closer to Joshua and potentially get the overtake down here in turn 3 and 4 with this DRS and the battery that he has. Does he get the dive bomb? No, he doesn't. He tucks in and waits for the next because he knows Joshua's ERS is quite drained and he has more ERS and the DRS, so a potential overtake right here can happen, and it will. Does he miss his braking zone this time? No, he doesn't, but he does lock up again. They're still side by side. I think there was a little bit of contact, but it is FaZe LGK who gets the traction done. And yeah, it is him in P1 now, thanks to the DRS, basically his best friend. But he now has to keep that P1 for 9 more laps, actually 8.5, until the end, and keep Joshua behind. Or just be close to him and potentially get the overtake, because this is going to be changing every lap as we go in here and start lap 11. 10 laps already done. We are over halfway through. I forgot to tell. 1 lap over halfway. And yeah, Joshua and FaZe will switch positions a lot of times throughout this race, but FaZe, if he wants the points as well as Joshua, they know they need to have battery for the end of the race. FaZe gets the lockup again. He is stressed. He's braking so much later than he should. It is Joshua with that DRS potentially closing in, but he doesn't actually close in as much as I thought. And it is still quite tense. But we have Helios here that is side by side with the B car, but just noticed he locks up. And is it going to be a switchback? Oh, and contact. Damn, that is a big, yeah. No, as well just passes right there like it's through Lewis Hamilton. P5 for him, but what was that action, mate? What was that action by Helios? Yeah, someone's gonna get a penalty because of that, and that's it. We need the gaps too. Let's just check the current penalties. Damn, Epic David with the 13 seconds because of that speeding in the pit lane, as well as Godfather Martyr. We're just gonna watch FaZe LGK because them two are gonna be fighting right now. I'm gonna leave the penalties for now, and yeah, he already made 4 tenths. 6 tenths. 5, okay, 4 0.5 after that turn, but now LGK, it looks like he has more battery. I'm not sure. We can watch. Actually, no, I don't want to do that, but it is LGK who tucks in behind and just waits for the next DRS. This is going to be changing every lap, like I said. While Nino's owner looks to go on the inside of the Haas and of Noah's Road, the NN double, Nino and Noah. And it is Nino's owner who gets in front and now is going to try and chase his teammate. And Joey Bard. P4 and P5 for VCarb. They could be better, of course, but hey, it's at least good points. Joshua gets the fastest lap. Is that rain? Did I just see rain? What? I just saw rain. Alright. Weird. But let's go back. Oh, damn, my mic just fell. Can't wait for Vegas GP this weekend. I just hope Ferrari doesn't screw up again. Well, yeah. I know. We're going to go back to the penalties. Conway for 3 seconds as we're talking about penalties. Epic Davis for 13. Noah's World. Prince Helios gets with a 6 second. And Rory Kahank and Conway for 3 seconds. Godfather Marta with 10 seconds. Joshua still in P1. Keeping it clean, neat. And is actually going to get to their first box marker, which is Asuna. That is a lot. I don't know. I think it's probably AI. Asuna's really slow. Well, yeah. So we basically have 2 people that are driving because Honk is, I think, also one of the drivers who is. No, it is Honk who is still driving actually. And we got these 2 who are going. Oh, a little bit of a bump right there. Some contact right there. And the Aston Martin, that is of course Asuna, who is the back marker. Maybe he is driving. I'm not sure. AI is looking weirdly fast. We know AI in multiplayer is slow as fuck. Why did it look like Asuna is so fast? But it is LGK who gets in front of Joshua finally with 3 DRS. Yeah, 3 DRSs later he gets in front. It's looking like Joshua might win. He has much more pace, even though they have the same tire lap, the same tire age. So we got Nino's owner 2 that is closing in on Helios. Helios got in front. I didn't even notice. And yeah, everyone else is quite. Oh damn, that is my lag. I'm so sorry, guys. Yeah, that's why I lag in races, and that's how I lose races. I was once P1 and I lagged to like 3 people at the start. Not optimal, but yeah, it's what my game does every single time. It doesn't depend on what graphics settings I have. But right now we're looking at Joshua and LGK, the 2 that are fighting. But Joshua, DRS and DRS potential. DRS potential conqueror here. Joshua keeps behind. We're gonna just stay on board a little bit with LGK. So it's very sweeter. The sprint is sweeter actually. And yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this Ferrari engine while I lost. And Ferrari actually having the P1 unlike in real life. Joshua looks like he's closing in behind. Look at Delta. We're gonna go actually to, no, we're gonna keep LGK for now. Joshua 7 cents, but LGK doesn't have the battery. And I think Joshua might even go for a dive bomb right here. Ah, he locks up again. I think there was actually contact right behind. Joshua closing in now. And will he get him on the braking zone? Watch those mirrors, LGK. It is LGK who actually survived this lap, DRS fan. They're still 4 times apart. And yeah. That's how calmly this race is going. Like my voice is calm, the race is like so calm, I guess. So that's Yeah, that's why I'm not screaming in the mic as well. We got Joshua again with DRS. Possibly goes in because LG Kid this time really low battery, and Joshua has a big chance of actually winning this because it's depending on the second to last and the last lap. Nino's only 3 seconds penalty. Now it is on the right side, right mirror. Oh damn, OGK shivering in his timbers as it's 4 tenths. Joshua, and Joshua has a big chance to get in front right now. On the right side, no, left side actually, from the outside, now on the inside, yeah, it's like a switchback, but it didn't work out. It is 2 tenths apart on his gearbox, but it is LGK to get in front again. LGK now needs to save battery if he wants to stay right here where he is as we're gonna start the final lap. Right behind here we have some battles too. The V carb going in front of Helios. It is P4 and P5 for the V carb and P6 for the Red Bull. It is the V carb that is dominating again in the Red Bull family, actually the Bulls family. But it is now the final lap here against LGK and Joshua, determining this lap who is going to get the win. Now it is on base that needs to keep in front, but it is because of the battery that he got and Joshua gets in front. He is already separated by 3 tenths now. It's depending on who gets the traction here now. 4 tenths, 4.5, 3 tenths, 2 tenths. As Space tries to close in with DRS, using all his battery that is left. And he's going to try to do a dive bomb. They're really close together. Oh, yeah, LGK just lost the rears. And Joshua gets in front, and Joshua looks like the one to win it. Sprint race, 18 laps. And we got Helios also looking to get an overtake, or just looking to get P5. It is, yeah, he didn't get the DRS advantage. I think Nino's owner actually got the DRS because of the person in front. But it is Joshua who weaves around and gets P1 and wins the Austrian sprint race. Pays LGK just spins it, goes to P2, and Epic David into P3 by 16 seconds. Maybe even Joey Bart gets on the podium as he doesn't swerve, and yes, he does. He gets the podium because of Epic David's big penalty. Maybe even Nino's owner is a possible one contender to get. No, he didn't get P4, but he got P5. His teammate in P3. We got also Noah's World. Roy Conroy beats his teammate because of penalties. So Conroy and the Alpines don't look pretty good in the sprint race. Only 1 point. Oh, we got the V carbs here, the best ones, with what, 10 points? 10 points in a sprint race. But Joshua with 8 points, 20 minutes and 44. No, 20 minutes and 44 seconds. And 3 tenths exactly. OGK at the end. No, he just lost his rears. What? No, I think he spun on purpose. He spun on purpose, I think, to celebrate his P2 or some shit. I don't know, but his wing broke because he went into the wall. But it is here, race winner Joshua and fastest lap of Joshua, driver of the day Prince Helios, most overtakes Prince Helios, and the cleanest driver Joey Bart. Here are the results. I need these a lot. Let me just turn off chat for a quick second so I can see them better later. And here's race director 2. So anyone who needs it can check right here. There we go. So that is it. We can export the session results too, so I can save them. And we're gonna turn on chat again. And that is gonna be the sprint race. I will actually pause everything, so it's basically a little break until the start of the next race. So I'm gonna be putting the starting soon again, but it's already started. You know that, guys. But yeah, I have to get some water too. So I'll be back with you guys for the race really soon. We are now back for the race. Let me just turn this off. And it is, of course, it is actually short quali. I didn't realize. It is short quali for the race, which is actually going to take much, much longer. After 9 p.m. Great Britain time, definitely. So, yeah. It is actually 9:05 right now for me. So, the race is going to end after 10 for me. So, I'm going to be a little bit tired. Tomorrow I have practice. And yeah. 9:30, no chance. Oh, it is actually wet. Dang, I didn't even realize. It is. Is this wet or enters? I'm not sure. I'm gonna go and put the details. Put the details on tires. Yeah, it looks like enters. People are already selecting enters. We're gonna wait for the first person who is out, as we are having a wet with Austria. First person out is Noah's World, and it is his teammate who is second out, Hong. So let's see what laps these two put up first. 17 minutes. Good luck. Yeah, good luck, Rush. And let's see what these two show us here in Austria wet. Is that Helios out too? No, it is the V Cup Joy Bart. I can't see colors, so I just don't know who's going out. That is, I think, the Alpine Conroy. Yep, it is Conroy. And the Aston Martin is Rush. And then the McLaren, I'm guessing. We're gonna keep track of just Noah's World because he's the first one out. We're gonna see what he puts up as a starting lap here in wet Austria for tier 3. Yeah, tier 3 is the only tier who has Austria, by the way, guys. The others have, I think, Monza? Yeah, Monza. The others have Monza. Nosworth is now starting his lap. Let's go on board so we have a countdown. See what he does. It's sounding like a big walk-up. Or he just has full ABS and 2 seconds to go. Which is fine, I don't judge him. I do 2 seconds to go in the web. But for ABS, I have it all. ABS, I have it all. And now, that is the first section positive. You can't hear me when I'm watching on board. Well, shit. I'm just gonna, yeah. I'm just gonna then not watch on boards. I'm gonna make myself a little bit louder. I'm not sure. So, thank you for telling me that. No, I'm just not gonna watch on boards. It is Noah's World. And the second sector, 50.9. Let's see what his teammate is with. 77 at the first. 51.8. That's a big gap between Noah's World and Hong. Both Haas drivers. Let's see who gets in front. Here, final turn for Noah's World. And let's see his starting lap. In qualifying, it is a 114.0. And let's see what his teammate puts up. Oh, it's actually validation. So let's watch the red V-Carb. No, who it is. It's Helios. He's in outlap. But it is, I think, the V-Carb, I think he said, oh yeah, he was out, and it is a 14.9. It was actually over. So yeah, we can see the difference between, ooh, and Conrad, I think he just invalidated, so unfortunate. We're watching, no, not this one, it was out loud. Watching Rush passing the last corner, 53.1, I think that's really slow, actually. And that's off track, and that is a violation. We got 3 people that invalidated already, and we're just gonna go to the McLaren 50.6, actually looking good. Not invalidating. Let's see the lost corner. Very good lost corner, but invalidation again. People are invalidating on the same corner, same exits. We got the Ferrari going to cross the line, and it's LGK. 52.6. He didn't invalidate, but let's see what it's gonna put him up. It is a 15.8, 1.8 seconds slower than Noah's World. We got, that's a Haas. That's Noah's World going to the pits, and the other Haas that is gonna cross the line right now. Starting the ball. Again, pit limiter. What the fuck is going on? No, I don't get this. Is it just my screen or what's happening? Honk. Pit limiter on track. He's gonna turn into the fucking wall right now. Look at this. I'm gonna predict him. Maybe no. What the fuck is going on? It says pit lane, but he's on the fucking track. Something's wrong with Honk. Helios actually goes into P1. I didn't even notice. Sorry guys, I was too flabbergasted. It is Helios who is up first at 13.4. We got Rush, who is, I think, just starting to walk. Possibly, yeah. Let's see Honk real quick. Yeah, now I can watch Honk. And we got actually a Williams. No, that's not. What am I saying? That isn't a lap starting a lap right now. Rush. Let's see if anyone else is on a lap. It is Joey Bart actually on a lap. I think we see a second Foster. He's looking at pole position actually. And it is a 13.5. It was really close. This P2 for the B car. We got the other B car who started a lap. And we got Rush, who is on a lap to 55.5. Is he on a lap? Let me just check his ERS real quick. He is not. He is not on a lap. ERS, so let's just go and watch. Nino's roll 17.5 in the first sector. He's gonna put up a 22.0. Oh yeah, this is 2 seconds off. We're gonna watch him. And let's see where he's gonna. That's really slow though. Well, we got LGK, who is 1.1 seconds faster. He's looking at a he's P4 right now. P3 actually. Ha! Faster than Noah's World by 1,000 of a second. Right there. And Joshua, Nino's owner actually goes into P1. We didn't watch him. We weren't watching him. My bad. Let me just put down. Do you guys hear me now? When the cars are, you know, let me put it a little bit less. There we go. Do you guys hear me better? Like when we're on board? Anyone, just tell me. Do I sound better when there's people on board? That is my lag. Sorry, guys. Do I sound better? Do I sound louder than the cars? Do you guys hear me? When we're on board, we got Joshua passing the line at 112.8. We got more people passing the line. It is Rush who sets us in the next lap, 17.4. Asuna into the pits. Conroy now is looking to improve as Martyr. Yeah, he's right there. Epic David also. They all either invalidated just now, or let me see Conroy. What's his lap like? 17.592. I think that's a fast lap. I hope. And we're just gonna watch Godfather Martyr actually in these last few corners. Last corner. It is good control, and it is ERS to the end. It's actually quite slow, but it is faster than his last time. It's P7 for the Williams driver, the only Williams driver in fucking tier 3 I've seen. It is Godfather Martyr. A decent lap for me, could do better. Just was taking it slow, cause. Oh yeah, okay. It's not looking solid compared to others because others are between the 112s and 114s. 117 though. A little slower than I thought. But hey, whatever you say, Rush, just keep going. And you have 8 minutes and 40 seconds. Yeah. Conrad actually goes to P2. We weren't watching him. And Nino's owner, no, who? Epic David or someone. Epic David crosses the line and went to P4. Conrad now in P2, our championship leader. Because, of course, Wizard Mittens is not driving. We got the McLaren taking the fucking, what's it called? MotoGP line. What the hell did Just Conrad do? I think he broke all the signs. I think he broke the signs on purpose because he doesn't want the others to find the braking zone. How did your AI get purple sector 2? Probably because you took it a little too slow. Yeah, we're watching Conrad breaking all the fucking signs for the braking zones, probably because he wants to trick people and braking later. Is that a penalty or not? I'm not sure, but hey, it's the FIA to choose or to make the decision. But nothing can actually happen to him. He's the fucking co-owner. You got who is on a lap. Ding Hong just started a lap. And Eroica is also on a lap. 17.9 as the first sector. He's not up, but let's see what he can do. Oh, he's not on a lap. I think he's not because he has a little DRS. But Honk, I think, is though. He does have more ERS, and he was using it. He is using it now. Let me just go to telemetry real quick. Yeah, he has a lot of ERS. Roika doesn't have as much. So that's why I wasn't watching it. But maybe Roika is actually on a fast lap. But he's just not faster than his own. No, he goes into the pits, yeah. We got Honk here. That is actually much slower than his own lap. So we're not going to watch him. While Helios, I think, is on a lap. I'm not sure. I don't think so. It looks quite slow. Yeah, it's not. He's not on a lap. Or maybe he is. Maybe he's starting a lap right now. Yeah, I think he's starting a lap right now. I think he did one lap more to warm those inters up. As it's much more grippy right now. Because there's a dry line actually that's formed. I can't see it because... yeah, I guess that's my graphics setting. Actually, you can't see it, but it's a little bit hard to see it. But Helios starts his lap. Is that a purple sector one? No, it's Joey Bart with the purple sector one. Both Red Bulls are actually really dominant in this whole league I've seen so far. But of course, we have some drivers that are a little bit not, and some drivers that are actually a little bit above them. But in general, the Red Bull and the V-Carb are looking to be the fastest. Fastest lap Honk. What the fuck was that? No, what's going on? It says fastest lap. He did a 16 point something. What is wrong with Honk? What's happening with Honk? I'm not sure, but he didn't go up or go down by anything. It's just purple around his own lap. Nino's owner. Wait, who are we watching? Nino's owner is actually slower. But we're watching Joey Bart because Joey Bart is actually Helios is in front, and he goes into the fucking pit. I thought he was on a lap. He was much faster. But Joey Bart is faster than his lap. He also has a purple sector 1. It is now up to the line. Maybe a pole position. It is pole position against Joshua. A 1:12.762. Nino's rolled also faster than his own time. And now he's going to cross the line into the lost corner. A little bit of a slip up right there, I think. But it is the same battery percentage as his teammate. And it is going to be a 1:12.069. So much faster than any of the other drivers. That is insane. We got Asuna also starting his first lap. I mean, not first, but first sector, my bad. He is faster. And Rush is faster. No, he just started the lap, I think. No, he finished the lap. 16.1. We're gonna watch the other Aston Martin though, or is Joey Bart? I didn't even see both V carbs on the fucking podium. P1 and P2 front grid for the V carbs. Didn't even notice. I thought something happened. It is the V carbs in P1 and P2. Wow. We're gonna watch Asuna now, who is Getting closer to the end, he is not looking that good. He is really slow in the rain. He's gonna keep P13. Even though it's faster than his last lap, he's not maximizing everything that he can. It is a 118.5, sadly. It is P13 for Asuna. And we have, who else? We have a lot of people on outlaps. Well, Lockwood Water actually isn't in an outlap. He's on the first purple sector, the second purple sector. And now wasting his battery on this little straight that we're seeing right now. And now through here, hot lap on. Careful on the brakes, and now careful on the traction. On the exit, now full battery until the end. It's a 113.505. I think you can be proud of that lap time. P7, it's a good lap. It's a quality lap. Well, now LGK starts. A lot of people start their lap. Noah's World 5/10 up, 17.1. My mic fell again. Holy shit. We got a lot of people actually running laps. A Red Bull that just started, I think. Yeah, the Red Bull that just started. Who is crossing the line? Royka to start his lap. Who is that? That is Joey Bart. That is slower, and I think he's gonna go start. He's starting a lap right now. We got a McLaren right there on an out lap. Asuna that did a lap. So Noah's World is gonna be the first one, but he got fucking impeded. I'm so mad. Noah's World got impeded by an Aston Martin. He still has time to do actually another lap, but I think that's worth a penalty. Is that a Mercedes? Yes. No, that's Joshua, but he's on an out lap. Let's watch. Where's the Ferrari? LGK. He's gonna be the first one to set the late lap on the late qualifying lap. He has so much ERS though, but it was a fast lap. He didn't move anywhere though. He needed to use so much ERS, so much more ERS. It is Helios who is actually 9/10 up, looking for what? That is P3, maybe even P2. Didn't get an validation right there, and it's up to the line who gets P2, a 112.1. Only the Red Bulls that we're seeing at the podium positions or the top 3 positions. Who else is gonna cross the line right there? Is that the other V carb? That is the other V carb. Joey Bart, and he gets pole position against his teammate at 111.789. That is the end of qualifying, I think. No, there's some people that are actually going for more laps. We got the McLaren, the Alpine, Conrad goes to P6, and Epic David in P4. We got an Aston Martin right there, Rush, who also is going to cross the line. We'll see his new lap time. If it's even faster than his previous, it is not. But he might even be starting another lap. He was on none. LGK retires, Asuna retires, Joshua retires. And that is the other V-Carb that is going for the out lap. And now he has a chance to beat his teammate that is in P1 right now. We're gonna go on board. Someone tell me if you can hear me well enough. What the fuck was that? Nino's owner. That is my lag. And it is 17.3, 2/10 up. I don't know what he's looking at. I don't think he's looking at faster than his teammate. A lot of wheel spin right there, but hey, it's gonna be much more traction than a full traction control person, so much faster than that kind of person. Nino's real careful on that throttle right there. Epic David has retired. We're gonna watch just the V-Carb. Everyone else did a lot of rushes. Oh, actually it is Conway who gets in P1. We weren't watching, but it's Conway who gets in P1. 111.557, the championship leader, if we're not counting Wisdom Ridden, is in P1 for the race. But wait, Nino's owner, 5/10 up. He is also looking at pole 2. Is he gonna take it from Conway or not? Through the last corner, wasting all of his battery until the end. It is going to be 11.486. It is pole position for the V-Carb. Faster than Conway, getting it at the last second. And we're looking at a possible competition. Nino's owner, Aaron Conway, Joey Bard, our top 3. Let me just take down the chat real quick so I can see the qualifying times. What a qualifying! 72 hundredths of a second to Nino's owner is Conway. And Nino's owner gets a 111.485. And the wet Austria. Really good for tier 3. And the only tier that is going to have Austria. And now we're going into the race at what, 57 minutes into this live. 57 minutes into this live. And it is 8:25 p.m. It's just what? I can't read the message because there's some white lines. 1 second. Um. Um. Oh, it's just Joe. Oh, fucking hell. What? Joey. Joe Bart. I said Joe Bart, didn't I? Sorry, mate. It's Joe Bart. Alright. And I can actually see the tires from here. Just realized. We got most people on hards. And it is going to be a dry race, as we see. It's a little bit damp. We can see the track is not as warm as it should be. And we don't. No, we do have a formation map. Of course we do. And we're just gonna go and put the tires, of course, so we see everyone's possible strategies. We got, of course, the back of the grid. And yeah, at the bottom, basically, we only have the hard runners. Already, LGK and Noah's World. Yeah. LGK actually wasn't looking that fast in the wet as much as he was looking at in the dry. So yeah, that really bring them down. It is a little bit weird seeing our our sprint race contenders for P1, Joshua um, and FaZe LGK, down in such low positions, P6 and P9. Well, we got the V-Carbs who finished P4 and P5, now in P1 and P3, and Aaron Connery who finished in P8, now in P2. It's just a little bit crazy. A little bit crazy to see this. But hey, it's just a sprint weekend. I mean, just a little bit more points. The race is what's important. 36 laps of racing. Let's see how good of a position can Nino's owner do on the start. Ah, that's over. Yep, exactly. That is over. And he's not going to have the most perfect start. But Conway will. Conway will. He's at the edge, I think. Will be at the edge. It is now green flags. Track is clear. And it is going to be 5 red lights here in Austria right now in Tier 3 FRL. And it is away we go. We got a good start from Conrad. Nino's owner has actually a better start than him. Ooh, a little bit of a crash right there. I didn't even see. Holy shit. Joshua into another person. And he spins. He spins and he DNFs. Oh my days. I didn't expect that from Joshua on the first lap, first corner. Too hard on the throttle. That's what makes you DNF right there. Oh my days. It's an early safety car. Wow. A soon of 10-second penalty, severe collision with Godfather Martyr. That was a big mistake from Joshua, the Mercedes driver. That Logan is not gonna be happy. I don't think he's in chat right now. If he is, yeah, Logan, that's your driver down. Sorry, mate. Picked a bad tier 3 driver. I mean, not gonna assume, of course. I don't want to judge anymore, but he made quite a bigger mistake. First lap, first corner, didn't get the traction and just completely bent it into the wall. Poor start from Joshua. Yeah, we're just gonna go through We're just gonna wait for... Is it just a virtual? It was just a virtual, I think. Yeah, it was just a virtual. We're going back racing. I just noticed DRS is actually enabled. And it is Dino's owner if he gets a chance to get in front of Aaron Conroy. And he does. We got Epic David actually right behind. Ooh, a lot of changing positions right there. The Red Bull off. Noah's one on P6. Nino's owner and Epic David changing positions. It is basically a three-way battle, four-way battle. Into the first corner, we got four wide. Ooh, some big contact, and all of the drivers go. What the hell just happened? Joe Bart. Yeah, Joey. I was saying Joe. I just realized. Joe Bart goes off track. Big collision right there. LG Coach goes up to P6. Passes Eroica. Well, Conroy is now the leader of the race. Epic David in P2. And Nino's owner in P3. Damn, poor start from Joey. Or Joe. From Joe. We got FaZe LGK with the fastest lap. And now it is, of course, all about DRS and ERS. You know who was a little bit too close right there. Right? Yeah, it's a big DRS train all the way to P7 actually. And Nino's owner goes for the move here in this corner. As well as Helios, who's right side by side with Noah's World. Noah's World is in P4 now. And we got the Ferrari of LGK too. I just realized they're side by side. 3 wide almost into this corner. And we got Epic David and Aaron Conroy. Aaron Conroy now in P3, probably because of the DRS. And Conroy bad. Yeah, that is a penalty. I'm sorry, Conroy, but that is a penalty. Bad decision to try and make the overtake and just push Epic David off into the gravel. While Conroy's in P5. LGK now up to P4 actually from P9. 5 positions gained, and Prince Helios, the Red Bull, now in P3. Eroica with a 3-second penalty. And we got LGK chasing Prince Helios for P3 for that podium position. Keeps it neat. Both drivers in front get off track, and now LGK has a big chance to get in front, and he does. He does get in front. Gonna get the DRS, of course, later. He looked to make an overtake, but he didn't. We got Conroy back here, who's ghosted. Is that him? I think that's him disconnecting. I think I have to invite him back. Or not. He's not ghosted anymore. And now goes for the move against Helios. And he gets the move down P4 now. And Noah's well up to P1. How did he just get into P1? What just happened in the last 30 seconds? What? That was a little bit weird, but now we got the Haas of Noah's World in P1 leading the race. We got Nino's owner right behind, LGK, Conroy, Prince Helios, Eroica, Honk, Godfather Martyr, Epic David Rush, and Joe with a poor start right there because he crashed. We got 3 people changing positions quickly, rapidly, and Godfather Martyr going in front of Honk for P7. Well, we got these 4 from Noah's World to Conroy. Honk has left the session. I think he disconnected or something. But now, Nino's owner, big send. Oh my days, it's 3 wide. 3 wide into these corners. LGK looking to be in front. 3 wide, LGK gets in front of everyone, but these 3 behind him. Big chance, well, Conroy, big send into that, what's that, 5th turn? Turn 5. But he didn't get the move done. Helios in P5 now, also getting some of this. Oh, some taste of these. Some taste. Oh my fucking days. The taste of this battle from P1 to P4, now P1 to P5. Noah's World quite close to the V car, but he lets go. Aaron Conroy for 3-second penalty. He's not looking as clean as I thought. He's a little too desperate for positions. We got 31 laps of racing ahead of us. Left to start lap 6. And now Conroy with the DRS trying to get in front of LGK. He's not using ERS. He wants to save, but he's still in front. They're side by side with this corner. And do they stick it? Yes, they do. Conroy is going to be in front, or is he? Yes, he is. But no DRS for the Alpine driver as LGK gets in front. But they're still side by side right here. Beautiful racing right now. And now, oh no, it wasn't a switchback. My bad, guys. I thought it was going to be a switchback from LGK. But LGK now down the inside tries to get the overtake. A little bit of contact right there on the outside. And around the outside goes Aaron Conroy. Good overtake, but again it's side by side between LGK and Conroy. He's saving at the wrong moments. So they're going side by side but through every turn. Yeah, it was smart for LGK to back down. As Conroy now with much less battery is going to have to protect that P1 position, but yeah, it's gonna be hard for LGK from the inside to the outside, trying to get the move done. A little bit of a spin right there we saw from Conroy as Nino's owner gets in front too. Noah's were trying to get in front of Conroy too with that big mistake he did. LGK now in P1 leading the race by 5/10 because of those little battles, and Noah's will get to P3 now. Conroy losing 3 positions actually because of that little mistake now. And it is Helios who's trying to catch him for P4. And it is going to look like he is going to catch him. Conroy trying to keep position, but I think it was a little bit of a big push on the inside right there. We're watching LGK now. A second already in front of the grid. While it is Nino's owner, Noah's World, Conroy, and Helios for P2 now. Because Nino's owner isn't in the DRS. He's too far away from LGK, even though he can see him. It's still away. And as soon as something happened to Asuna right there, a yellow flag. Didn't notice, but I think he stopped on track for a moment, or he was going much slower. It is LGK who leads in lap 8, 1.2 seconds in front. While we're gonna watch the back of the grid try to close up or even get some potential overtakes. Conroy, something happened with Conroy. He's 1.7 seconds behind as Helios gets in front easily. Noah's World and Nino's owner. It is what, side by side? No, it isn't. It is Nino's owner who gets in front because of DRS. And now Conroy trying to get closer to Helios. But I think that's not going to be possible. Or it is going to be possible. Big send down the inside as they're side by side now. Ooh, big touches. Wondering what that could be. And it is going to be a switchback from Conroy. That was amazing. I didn't even know it. I was in... Oh my days. What a moment to look at that switchback from his POV. Conroy, you should see this. I'm going to clip that for you. Wow, Conroy, good job. Helios now in P5, catching him, and Godfather Martyr battles it with Epic David. Epic David goes into P7, or he keeps P7, I'm not sure. Well, LGK actually gapped the field by 2.4 seconds now. He looks like he's fast and did it from P9 actually. I doubted the driver, who was P2 in the sprint and now is in P1 in the race. Noah's World in P2. A person who didn't finish in the points, or he did, I'm not sure, but he didn't finish in big points in the sprint race, but he's in P2 right now. And Nino's owner also, I think he was no, he was P3 actually, or no, he was P3 because of that big penalty of Epic David. And now Epic David, we're watching him battle it out with Godfather Martyr, and Epic David is going to be the one. No, it isn't. It is. Oh, yeah, Epic David. Holy shit, he's having a bad race. A really bad race, and the V-Carb is going to get in front. Free position for Joe Bart. It is now, we're watching Aaron Conroy now in P4 with that beautiful switchback. Helios goes into the pits now. And Conroy for 3-second time penalty. They're basically, everyone's quite separated apart, but Conroy is actually the one who is close and is gonna battle it actually. Big send. Didn't expect him to get actually that close. It is him who is going to get the DRS, yeah. And they're still side by side actually. Going through this turn. And it is Conroy who gets later on the brakes and better on the traction. outside and is in P3 right now. One of his favorite positions in Australia, he got in P3, and now is looking to hold that P3. I forgot where he finished in uh, the last race, in Lee's race. I'm not sure. I don't think he finished on the podium. I know Wizard Midden did get P1, but now he goes into the pits as well as Nino's owner and Noah's World now in P1 as Royka also P2, Godfather Martyr P3 because of the people that went to pit. Bart in P4 with those hards, and I think this is a two-stop strategy, medium, hard, medium. And as soon as going to get, yeah, he's already loved by so many people. I think his race is over. We got Rush actually. I just noticed. Oh no, Rush because yeah, he has 10 WAP old hards, and he's one of those runners that are on old hards. Honk is in P9 still, ghosted. Hi Conrad finished 4th in Hungary. Thank you, Rixie, love you. Conrad loves that P3 position because of, you know, what happened in Australia. He got the driver of the day and his first ever podium. Now can change that, yeah, but big penalties. Doesn't look like it though. He's the one that has a 6 or 9 second. So yeah. Now we got some big gaps, except for Nino's owner and Conray. We're speaking of Conray. Nino's owner is actually quite close, and they both pitted. So this is gonna be an interesting fight. Rush actually gets a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Unfortunate for him, as we got Nino's owner fighting Conroy for P6, and yeah, with the DRS everything is possible. Going into this turn, maybe even Conroy breaks later, but he doesn't. He keeps back, and now Conroy has a chance to get closer to Nino's owner, but it's not gonna be enough to get an overtake done. It is him now in P7, keeps P7. Well, we got some people that are overtaking ghosted ones, like Helios overtaking Honk, and Helios going to get in front of the Aston Martin that is aloft. I broke perfectly, this is really not my day. Well, sorry mate. Reported if it's like not that good. And it is LGK with the fastest lap, 107.6. And Royka goes into the pits from those hards to mediums. Royka also closing, not Royka, on my face. LGK also closing in on Joe Bart. And Joe Bart is not that far away from Godfather and Martyr. But again, LGK is going to get into P3. Ooh, a little bit of pushing him. But I think there was no contact. So yeah, we got LGK now chasing down Godfather Martyr. Because of that tire advantage, 10 WAPs of hards is a big difference. So it is LGK who's gonna get the DRS. Calmly gonna regenerate his battery. He's flashing. Oh, not now. He's actually using it a little bit, but that's not needed. Because Godfather Martyr is on 13 lap old hards. And yeah, he should go for a stop soon. And LGK goes into P1. Oh, I'm really tired right now, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I'm quite tired. Well, we got Roy 3-second penalty now. Conrad close to Nino's World fighting him for that podium position, of course, that we were talking about. That he needs for the championship, actually. We got Joe Bart down here, passing the ghosted Honk. Yeah, we gotta forget about Honk. He just ghosted and nothing else. I think he's actually whopped or something. Well, Rush is just having a bad race, like he said, and his teammate in P12. The Aston Martins do not look as good as I thought they would. Conroy for another 3 seconds, sadly. It's gonna be tough for him to actually get a podium. Well, he goes. I mean, he is on the podium right now. But it's Noah's World that's behind him with a lot old mediums. Foster, yeah, Foster tires at the start. 1.4 seconds separate them. And it is now actually Conroy who tries to get the move onto Nino's owner down into this braking zone. Bob 15, turn 3. And he does get the overtake done now. Can he keep actually that position? I don't think so because Nino's owner with that better battery and DRS is going to get a little bit of contact right there. Is going to get in front of Conroy, but Conroy looks like he's faster on the exit. Yeah, but he bumped Nino's car from behind. Oh, Noah's World is much faster on those mediums. Just dirty errors. Yeah, not his best friend right now. He needs to get past these uh, people in front of him that are on hards as soon as possible if he wants to gain ground. If not, the tire difference is gonna drop less and less by every single lap. So that's not gonna be as great as he is thinking of. Epic David with a 3-second time penalty. And it is Conroy that is close again. And Noah's on P4 that is trying to close in. He's watching this unfold right in front of him. And can he actually get in front of Nino's World with a better traction? He does look better, but it is not going to be enough. But both of them are going to catch Conroy. Actually, Noah's World is actually side by side with Conroy. Conroy is not letting that P3 slip away. He was fighting good. And is still fighting for that P3. And a little bit of contact. They both saved it good with a counter steer. And yeah. It was a good save by those two. A little bit dirty. Conrad's looking dirty, honestly. So, if he does somehow manage to get a good position with all these penalties, I'll be surprised. Let's just go through the penalties right now, honestly. Yeah, Conrad for 12-second penalty. All because of track limit, by the way. So yeah, not the prettiest driver right now. Not looking as the prettiest driver. But LGK, look at LGK. 10 seconds, basically, in front of the fucking pack. Insane. We're looking at the next Wizard Midden. From last 2 races. And we're looking at Noah's World, who's closing in on Nino's owner. Oh no, Noah's World was behind. I think he was behind Aaron Conroy, and he was. And he got in front. So that's a plus. And we got Epic David trying to keep that P7. And he does keep it. Oh my days, I'm so sorry guys for yawning so much. I'm just so tired from today's day. We're looking at Conroy right now. Trying to close in onto Noah's World. Phase out game his first 3 seconds. Not gonna matter. He's 10 fucking seconds from the pack. Even if he continues like this with those hearts, Aaron Conrad for another 3 seconds, he's not looking good to 15 second penalties. It is actually no, what the fuck just happened? I saw something changing. Oh yeah, Noah's World got in front. What am I saying? Noah's World got in front of Nino's owner. Nino's owner is now trying to catch him with DRS and ERS. He has much more ERS, I can see that. And tries to outbrake him. And he does. He does actually get the traction too. Mediums and hards, you can see the difference between those 2 tires. And we got Oroica down here, who is what? I think he battled it out. I think he battled it out with Epic David and got in front. And now is chasing Joe Bart for P6. While Joe Bart should keep up with Helios because of those tires. 4 lap against 8 lap old mediums. Noah's worth 3 second time penalty. top 5 have penalties, though Joe Bart doesn't. And Joe Bart actually might look at a good position. He's looking at in front of Conroy. Look, Conroy's looking at like P8 or something because of that penalty. Noah's Wood now in front of Nino's owner again. And Nino's owner. Oh my days, I'm yawning again. Holy shit, I'm so tired, guys. And Nino's owner now tries to go and close in to Noah's World. He does! Oh my days, he outbreaks him completely. Wow, that was quite a good overtake. And Noah's World is trying to get in front. Get that P2 position right there, but he can't. It's a little bit too risky. Epic David with another 3-second time penalty. Or his first, I'm not sure. And we got Joe Bart, who closed in on Helios. We were looking at them a lot earlier. They were a second apart. Now they're 2/10. Conroy, 3-second penalty again. That's an 18-second penalty, by the way. And we're watching Joe Bart trying to close in onto not Conroy, Helios, and he does get the overtake done right there. Nova's World gets the overtake on this DRS straight again, and now Nino's World is probably gonna get him. Oh, a little bit of wheel spin right there, but I think because of tires again, Nino's owner is in front of Noah's World, and Epic David is in front of Royka. He did get the DRS at the end. Now looks to what? Oh yeah, we're watching him. Yeah, we're watching him keep in position against Royka. Well, we're watching also Godfather Mortar, not really spoken driver. He is in P9 though. Is now fighting for P7. This is a three-way battle between P9 and P7, so it depends on who's cleaner, who's faster. Well, up here we got Joe Bart still behind Prince Helios. Yeah, I think he got overtaken on the DRS. But 10 WAP old mediums are so much worse. Actually now 11 than 10 WAP old hards, and now Joe Bart gets in P5 right now. Looking at P4 because of Aaron's big penalty. Again, Helios gets in front. I'm not sure what's happening with Joe Bart. I think he just doesn't get the grip. Conroy losing Noah's World, 4.3 seconds away from Conroy now. From Noah's World, my bad. 4.8, 4.7. Noah's World this time didn't get in front of Nino's owner, so Nino's owner is keeping ground this time really well. And I think he's getting the hang of those hards. I mean, they're quite old right now. And we have 15 laps left. Now 15, definitely. As LGK 12 seconds, 13 almost in front of the whole pack, leading this race on lap 22. Joshua has left the session. He was actually spectating this whole last time. Didn't even realize. And yeah, that is Helios going to the pits finally after 11 laps with those mediums. Probably going on another set of mediums. Actually hards. It's going hard for the rest of the race. What is that? 14 laps. I mean, yeah, hards is actually a good call. And we have these three battling it out again. Epic David in front of them all. Roy Cut and Gosford Martin. Nothing happened after the first DRS zone. But can something happen in the second? Royka looking to get the overtake done around the outside. But I think those hards are much better than those mediums. So, but Aurora looks down the inside, breaks a little bit earlier. It's a little too risky in my opinion. Noah's Road now in looking to actually close in on Nito's owner. I think he has DRS. He does. But he is getting Nino's owner is actually pulling away every single lap more and more. Now 6/10, 3/2, but last time it was like much less. Asuna Is that Asuna? No, that is Rush. Oh, the track. Something happened with Rush. Just realized. Bad race from Rush. Yeah, he is having a bad day, bad race. But Nino's owner and Noah's roll now side by side into this corner. But I think it's Nino's owner who gets in front of those hards. Better hards just means better grip. And 15 seconds separate LGK and Nino's owner as the LGK with 12 lap old hards goes into the pits. Now is it time for Nino's owner to get into the pit lane too? Or is he going to stay for another lap? Does his hearts feel good or not? He does feel good with those hearts. And he goes for another lap while phased LGK goes for another heart, which is actually a good call. 12 lap hearts will lost you with good pace. So a medium hard in Austria could do it. Looks good. And Nino's owner now in front of LGK by 4.2 seconds, but LGK is just going to be gaining because of that. Now it is. Oh my god, shit. It is Epic David and Royka who actually get in front of Noah's World, and right behind Noah's World it is Aaron Conroy, who also went into the pits before and is on one lap of cards, and a Godfather Martyr right behind him in the Williams, trying to close in, but he can't really do much about it. Those cards are gonna actually gap Godfather Martyr because of that tire advantage, because of that grip difference, and now it is Noah's World that has still better tires, much better tires than Heroic. 11 lap old mediums against 13 lap old hards. Big difference. And now it is a fight for P4. Whoa, that was a little bit too close. And both of them actually went, oh my days, that voice crack. Both of them go into the pits. Well, Epic David is on 15 lap old hards. FaZe LGK actually gained 2 seconds to Nino's owner. Nino's owner went on for two laps more than LGK. And yeah, that's what it costs you. Actually one, now 1.5. 2.4 seconds gained. Oh, 2.6, 2.7, 2.8 seconds gained in 1.5 lap. Between those 14 lap old hard and 1 lap old hards. Now 2 whole seconds, 3 whole seconds gained. 3.2 seconds gained, and now Nino's owner should go into the pits. He doesn't. He doesn't go into the pits. He keeps on going, and I think his plan is to go on mediums at the end. LGK with the fastest lap of the session, and now has DRS to close in on Nino's owner. Nino's owner, of course, I don't think there's a point of battling it. I mean, you have such worse tires. Well, here Conroy gets in front of oh my days, of Epic David, but Epic David was still gaining actually on Aaron Conroy. I think Aaron Conroy just running a much higher downforce setup, and now LGK goes back into P1 after pitting, and now can just relax, keep things clean, and bring it home in P1 for Ferrari. LGK, I think, is he a reserve? I think he's a tier 3 reserve. Fastest second sector now from LGK. And Nino's owner, yeah, he's getting gapped quickly. Epic David and Conrad switching positions again. Epic David in P3 now, and Nino's owner should go into the pits. He's still not going into the pits. What is his plan? What the fuck? What is Nino's owner's plan? I'm not sure. He did a 110 while FaZe LGK just did a 107. A fastest lap of the race. Conway with another 3 second. Yeah, I think those dreams of trying to get P3 is, yeah, a little bit down the drain. But it's now about, of course, the penalties. Who has good opportunity to get in front? It is actually a Eroica that can pull closer or get closer to Noah's World. Noah's World is a little faster though, even though they're on the same tire age. Neo's owner, oh my days, was gapped by 2.5 seconds, 1.3 now in this lap. And I think Nino's owner should actually go into the pits now. He's still not going. What is Nino's owner's, like, what is his plan? He's gonna get P2 anyways, because even if Conroy, I mean, there's no chance he does 20, what is that? 20, wait, 17 laps done. Until the end, we have, uh, 27, 3, we have 9 laps. There's no way he does 26 laps on hards and only 10 on mediums. It is going to be insane if he does. We got Epic David into the pits. 17 lap hold, 18 lap hold, hards now. Same as Nino's owner, basically the same. And he's fixing his wing. Epic David is fixing his wing. We're just gonna watch LGK and sit around a little bit. Oh, Joe Bart actually. Oh no, it is because Epic David wasn't in the pits. Joe Bart with that 4-star, yeah, he's stuck in P3. He can't do anything about it. And he could be one of those. He could have been one of those that are in front, gaining positions quickly. But we're gonna go to LGK. No, Nino's owner actually goes into pits finally after 18 laps in those hards, and now he can go on softs. Yeah, exactly what I thought. Why is he going on softs? That's a bad idea, honestly. Any type of, like, if you have 2 laps left, yeah, go on softs. But more than 3 or 4, softs are just gonna degrade in 7 laps. Trust me. Okay, Conroy is in P2 now because of Nino's owner going into the pits. 22 seconds separate LGK and Aaron Conroy, which is insane. It's basically 1 full sector. And we're just gonna go on board of LGK, our race leader, and just sit back and relax and watch his uh, race. His calm P1 22 seconds ahead race. Sorry to interrupt, but Nino's owner of Softs, of course, is going to gain on Conroy 6/10 now. We're just gonna watch Nino's owner try to close in onto Aaron Conroy, possibly with that DRS. Get the overtake done. DRS open. And now LGK gets a 3-second penalty for cutting corners. And now Nino's owner, off track. I think that's a warning too. And is now trying to catch Aaron Conroy, even though he has P2 definitely. And yeah, Joe Bard with a 3-second time penalty. Let's go through penalties actually. Where's penalties? Interval leader. Penalties. Karen Conroy on 21 seconds of penalties. It's gonna bring him down a lot. LGK is on 9-second penalty, while Nino's owner is only on 3. as well as Helios and Noah's World. Eroica is on a 12. Ooh, someone's off right there. Who's off? Is it Rush? Yeah, it's Rush again. Somebody happened to Rush again. And he is ghosted as the Red Bull gets in front. As I was saying, we got Eroica with a 12-second, Godfather Mario with no penalty actually. He might gain some good positions too because of penalties. Epic David with a 12-second, Joe Bart with 3 seconds. Yeah, that is it. I'm going to pray. I'm going to AI the rest of the race and pray that someone in top 10 DNF. I'm not sure that's gonna happen, to be honest. And yeah, we're gonna just watch. You can see already the tire difference slowly fading away between Aaron Conrad and Nino Zoner. Nino Zoner, like I said, soft on lap 29. I think lap 29. And 6, no. Yeah, lap 29. 7 lap old soft is not good. Trust me. Even though it sounds like, yeah, it's just 7 laps. No, it's not. It's 7 laps. That's a lot for soft. He's basically like on 20%, 30% tire where already I feel that. And Conway is already gonna gain 10 lap old hards against 4 lap old softs. You can see the tire advantage already fading away. So softs is never a good pick in a race. Listen to my advice. Softs are never exactly. Softs are not a racing tire, only a qualifying tire. No matter what time of the race you are, softs are never the reason to go on. Or never the tires to go on, actually. Like maybe if it's 2 or 3 laps. Like a late safety car, go on softs. Yeah, sure. But 7 laps, it's insane. And the tire advantage is gonna fade away. We got Joe Bart actually here. We're gonna watch him close into Epic David. Rush DXB with a 3-second time penalty. I think that says AI. He said no, he isn't an AI. He isn't an AI, he's driving. He said he's gonna go in AI, but yeah. We're gonna watch. O'Connor went a little bit off right there. Well, we're watching, yeah, LGK again, just dominating. 20 seconds in front. But actually, we're gonna go back here. Joe Bart across the start-finish line. No, he got the overtake before, but David got the DRS. But now, Joe Bart has the DRS, and Joe Bart may close in quickly. That is my lag, guys. Yep, that is my lag. And Joe Bart goes in front. Is he gonna stick it? He is not, but yeah, it is unlucky. Epic David gets DRS 2 for the next straight. And Conway is still really close to Nino Zoner. Those softs are gonna run out soon. Lap 35. Oops, lap 35. We're watching LGK. Gonna just finish this race with absolute domination. Conway with another 3-second, and Conway was actually disqualified from the session because of too much penalties. Wow, I wasn't expecting that one. Oh my days, Conway even joined the Discord. Conway, what's going on? Hello?
I'm speechless, bro.
Yeah, I'm speechless. What are you doing?
I mean, I kind of warned everyone that Austria was my worst track.
But
And
mate,
like, it kind of obviously was.
Yeah, you were definitely on your worst track. Conway, thank you. You saved me, says Rush. Oh my days. Because of your DQ, Rush is gonna get 1 point.
Nah, penalties, is he?
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna come P4. I was actually gonna get P4.
There was no chance of you getting P4, mate. No chance.
No, with the penalties because of Noah. I had 15 seconds on him, and that's the amount it was.
Yeah, but the people behind you. Godfather is on no second of penalty, and he was within 20 seconds definitely. So
I was gaining as well. I would have gained a second. Okay, I'm going. I'll let you finish there.
nah, it's fine.
Fucking
You
hell,
can
I'm sorry,
stay.
guys.
We're watching
No,
LGK now. Go through the lost sector. 36 out of 36 here in Austria, Tier 3. P2 in the sprint race, and now win in the race. It is now the lost corner. And is he going to weave around? Yes, he is. Of course, he is. And gets P1. Here, gets the win in Austria, Tier 3. As Nino's owner, actually, of course, he had no competition because Conrad here disqualified. He knows has no competition, and now those softs don't matter. It's 23 seconds. He weaves around and gets P2. 17 seconds actually now to P2. But now Prince Helios weaves around P3. But is it gonna be P3 for Noah? We're gonna watch. We got the bottom grid finishing up, and is it gonna be P4, P3 for Noah or not? It is not. It is 15 seconds between Helios and Noah. But Godfather Martyr is going to go to P4 because of Noah. Joe Bart, poor start. And now across the line, P6. And it is going to stay P6 as Epic David goes into P7. Yeah, they're quite separated. And Oroica, the other Alpine, P8. Is it P8? Yes, it is P8 for the other Alpine. Conroy only 4 points for Alpine. What do you have to say?
It was a good race by my driver Arrow. I mean, it was solid. Again, I mean, I'm not one to talk, but the only thing I think that needs to be sorted in this team is time penalties. 12
Yeah.
seconds time penalties isn't great. I mean, I had double that. Fuck me. But it was good at a P8 to a decent result. A lot of time penalties here. Godfather, what a spectacular finish by him to get P4,
Yeah.
being very consistent, no time penalties.
Race winner, Phase LGK, fastest lap, LGK, driver of the day, LGK, most overtakes, Godfather, and Queen's driver, Godfather. Here
From
are,
P9, he had an unbelievable start to this Grand Prix as well.
that's the race
What?
results. And now we're going to go to race director. Incidents. Well, actually, I'm going to get the race results, but uh, without the
I'm going. I'm
chat.
playing Madden for a bit. Love, peace, and prosperity, crew,
Alright, see you in the
and
next weekend.
everybody watching.
Yep, see you in the next week. Incidents, everyone quickly going through 15 seconds of the session. So, quickly going through here. There we go. Whoever needs it for FIA, I'm gonna export session results. That is it. Yeah, that is it of tier 3. Are you gonna come into tier 2? Of course I am. Helios. Helios P3. What? Oh wait, I forgot. I wasn't watching. Oh my days. But yeah, I will commentate tier 2, and I'm the driver of tier 1 for Visa Cash App Racing Bulls. Uh, yeah, my like my perspective of this race, it was okay. It was nice. We're looking at the next most dominant driver, LGK from Mexico. It is everyone, every incident, please send it into reporting incidents, of course. LGK, yeah, he is a reserve. No, but question is he gonna get fucking hired by someone? Who is the team principal of Kick Sauber? I can't believe it. But Kick Sauber has one driver in their fucking lineup, and they never raced. I think they never raced. Let me just check. Wait, tier 3 standings. Uh, yeah, they've never raced, which is actually insane. Kick Sauber, yeah, Kick Sauber's not looking good. So Kick Sauber needs to get up on their toes. I think there Kick Sauber. Oh my days, I'm gonna actually lose it. Sauber. Zubrik. Sauber TP. Yeah, I have no words for him. Honestly, I have no words, but yeah. I accidentally. Oh shit. Let me just check it like this. Oopsie doopsie. Get P3. Are you gonna comment here? Yeah, yeah. Accidentally pitted for 70% used tires, so I had to pit again. That messed up my race. Finally, my first podium. All right. So that is it, guys. I'll see you guys at the FIA corner. Good race. Good nice race. LGK, congrats on the win. I hope you get hired by someone. And yeah, see you tomorrow in tier 2. Good night, everyone.